Hey, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Laser Distractions. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. Uh, going to be playing around with some acrylic that I got. Actually, got it in last week, but I also got my little LED base things in. I haven't even opened that box. I set it back here in the shop and then forgot about it. So I haven't even looked at those yet. But it's supposed to be, I think, a pair of I think there's one white one and one black one, and then the controls and all that stuff. But anyway, we'll be taking a look at that in a little bit here. But appreciate you guys coming. Looks like we got a few folks hanging out with us tonight. But before I get started with that, first let me do a sound check. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if it sounds good and clear and all that stuff. I've made yet another setting change on this stupid thing. Everybody, I did a live stream earlier today, early afternoon, and I kept asking folks how the thing sounds, and they said, "Oh, it sounds great, sounds good, sounds good." And then I went back and watched some of it, and I was like, "Man, what is that noise? I keep hearing some weird noise, and it just didn't sound clear to me like it should." So I come back out here and looked, and sure enough, there's a setting on the back of this mic, and I had left it set when I was doing my test. I left it set on the one that I didn't like. So I have changed that. I've turned the gain down. I've turned the volume down a little bit. So hopefully, I see everybody saying it sounds good, but listen close. As you know, don't just listen to me talk. Listen close. See if you hear any other weird noise, echo, that kind of stuff going on, because it's driving me nuts. People say it sounds good, and then I go watch the replay on YouTube, and I'm like, man, that would drive me nuts watching that. So anyway, let me know if anything weird comes up. But anyway, I wanted to show you. Okay, Roger says no other noise. Okay, well that's good. Maybe I finally got it figured out. I hope so. But I wanted to show you some of the stuff. I did this afternoon. I made these two little Valentine projects. And again, I'm going to step over here a minute. So if you let me know if you can hear me or not. But this was the first one I ran this morning, or the first one I ran earlier today. I don't know, and it's still a little bit sticky because the polyurethane hadn't completely cured on it. I don't know if I did it correctly or not, but what I did is I left this side where you can get it off, because it's supposed to be a box, so you need to be able to get in it somehow. And then I glued this side. And this one, this side has the slots, this side has the tab. So you should be able to, there we go, stick it in there like that. And there you go. I'm not sure how practical that would be, but it was kind of cool, and I wanted to make one. So there we go. All right. Klondike says, crystal clear, no reverb. This is a good base to compare it to. Okay. All right. All right. Well, hopefully I've got the problem all figured out. I hope so. Anyway, this here is the other project I ran today, and I really like this one. And this one is still a little bit sticky too, but it opens up. This one I think could probably be a little more practical as a gift or something. Maybe a little jewelry box or place for gals to put their earrings or stuff like that. I don't know. But anyway, when you close it, you need to get it just right so that it will close, because those hearts kind of overlap. But I thought that turned out pretty nice. And if you got a sweetie, Valentine's Day is coming up, so there's a couple of good projects. I was able to run both of those. I see if I can remember right. I think the cycle time on this one was about 20 minutes, and that's only because it's doing all of these lines to do that flex thing. And then this one, I think, I don't know, what was it, 10 or 12 minutes? I can't remember. Came out pretty cool. I really, really like this one. But anyway, let me set these aside. And we will get started on playing around with the acrylic. This is the, whoops, I probably should have left that. Probably should have left this on here so that the camera doesn't get all wonky. This is the stuff I bought off of Amazon. It's Less Lock, I guess. I'm not sure that's the brand. Lesnlok. And I do have a link for this and the LED bases in the description if anybody wants to try this. This is 1/8 inch, and I checked it a little while ago with the calipers just to be sure, and it's about 0.120, so that's about right. So we're going to experiment. I have not. This is straight out of the box. I haven't tried to cut any of this, and I wanted to ask if there are any experienced acrylic laser cutters over there, what settings I should start off with to try. I'm just going to put a piece in here and just start down in a corner somewhere and try to do some little test cuts and see what cuts through and what doesn't. I looked online and I found a thing that said for 1/8 inch for an 80-watt laser, and actually they were talking about the Omtech laser. They, it was not an Omtech site, but it was one that had, I guess, used the Omtech as a reference. But it said with an Omtech 80-watt laser, you should run about 12 millimeters per second on the speed and about 25% power. But yet, when I looked in the Omtech book here, they show they didn't have this. Let's see, they had 12 millimeters a second for 3 millimeter acrylic, which would be about 1/8. And instead of the power percentage, they have 23 milliamp. Well, according to when I ran my power line test, 23 milliamp is at 65% power. So 65% from that and 25% from that website. So that's quite a big difference. So just curious if anybody, if you would put it in a chat with what you cut 1/8 inch acrylic at, and I will try that out. It's also probably, when I was asking you about the sound check, it probably also sounds pretty good in here because right now I haven't turned the chiller on. I'm fixing to turn it on. So after I turn the chiller on, if then you hear some other weird noise, please let me know. Haven't even cleaned up my mess from this afternoon. Okay, if you heard that beep, that was the chiller. Let's see who else we got in here tonight. Mr. Ballard's in the house. Alan's here. Okay, now probably, I don't know if you can hear that or not. Hopefully you can't hear it too loud, but the compressor, every time I turn the chiller on, no matter what the water temperature, that compressor will come on and run for a minute, even if it's cold out here, and then it shuts off. I guess, I don't know why it does that, but it does. So it may knock off here in a minute. Jeff Connor's in the house. Alan's in the house. Sean says, same as you would engrave on wood, maybe a little faster on cast. It all depends on the depth you want. Okay. Okay. First thing I wanted to do is just like cut a circle or something just to see what I have to have power and speed to cut through. And then after that, I'll experiment with, we'll draw something up or find a little project somewhere and try to do a little engraving. Sean says 250/15 is roughly what I do. Okay, now you're talking about engraving, Sean. I was talking about cutting. So 250/15 is roughly what I do to make the reverse image. Okay. I'll jot that down for engraving here. I could have come out here earlier today and figured all this stuff out, but then I thought, well, that won't make it fun for tonight. Y'all want to see the mistakes as well as the good stuff. So I decided I would just leave it in the box and not even try it until I was live. So okay, all right. So I got 250/15 for engraving. Let's see if anybody else. I'm guessing anybody's saying, okay, so I guess I'm going to try going with what that website said, which was 12 and 25 as the power. And we will, let me get Lightburn open here. And let's see. I'm going to open up my test cuts. All right, now I'm going to go. Oops, not that. Save as, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to make a new test program for 1/8 acrylic. Okay, so let's see here. Let's turn all these off. And I know y'all can't see what I'm doing here, but let me switch it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add this. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I've got just the circle. This is my normal test cutting program. I've saved a copy of it to call it 1/8 acrylic test cut. And then I'm going to come up here to this first one, which is that little circle. And we're going to put 12 for the speed and 25 for the power. That's what that one website suggested. So let's slide it up here to the corner. Come back and throw this view on here. All right, that should be good enough, I think. Now let's see if we can frame that. Oops, let me go to the other origin here. Okay, so that's, make sure I got that right. 12 millimeters per second at 25 power. So let's give it a whirl, shall we? Make sure I get the fan on, because I know that stuff's going to be sticky. The laser turned on. Let me check the temp on that. Yeah, that compressor on that chiller is going to run for a minute because it's actually pretty warm out here today. Oh, and the camera's going to act funky. All right, let's see what here. This is funny right here. JR from Trade Skillers Anonymous says, sidebar, it took me till last week to realize that at Poly wants a crafter didn't say cracker. I need remedial reading lessons, but excellent name. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sean says, if I remember right, I do 22 speed in 55. Now that's for cutting. So see here again, I'm just getting stuff all over the place. Now you do have 100 watt and I'm at an 80 watt. So let's just try it and see what happens. First, I know, I better double check the focus too. All right, let's give it a shot and see what happens. Let's see if that even was close to. Okay. We have a winner right off the bat. So looks like 12 millimeters per second and 25% power cuts through that pretty much like butter. Now, I'm probably not going to be centered because I'm sure I didn't put that back in the exact same spot. Yeah, maybe close. All right, now I'm going to turn that one off and we'll set this this one here, just cutting that square. Okay, so we'll turn that one on. Now we'll frame it again. Okay, I think I'm good there. All right, let's try that, see what it does with a little bit bigger piece. it's basically just being held on by the paper. So I hold this right here. You can see it. Got it nice and clear on the side, so that worked fantastic. Didn't know it was going to be this easy. All right, folks. Well, that's the show for tonight. I will try to come up with some kind of a project to run. I didn't. I thought it was going to kind of take us a minute to figure this out, so I did not create a file, but we will figure something out here. Let me come back over here, get that annoying thing over. Let's see if I got something. Let's see, what can I run? What can I run? I'm trying to think of something that's got a picture on it. I may have to Sean says, if I can slow down the airflow, I can achieve a cleaner side. Right now, I'm just using the stock air, so it's one of those on all the time, whatever pressure it is, that's what it is. I haven't upgraded the air assist, so that's another reason why I was a little concerned about getting a starting point to go off of. Let me come back over here. This, I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this. You can see that hole, and again, it's not in the center. But I don't know how I could get it much better than that. It is pretty dadgum good. And like I said, I haven't been out there practicing. That's it. That's it. You saw it right out of the box like I did. So, all right, let me look around here and see if I can find something. Let's see. I know when I did. All right, let's maybe one of these guys. Yeah, let's try something like that. I'm looking at my cartoon characters because I've done, Popeye and Olive Oil and all that, so I know I've got an image in here as well. Let's try this one. Okay, now that's going to be way too big. But let's see. Let's see here. Let me flip that over like that. I'm going to need to get rid of all this other stuff. Okay, so let me move it down here. Change the camera a little bit so you can move it down here to this corner. Reset the origin down there. Then I'll come back and make this right here. Okay, that's going to do a little engraving right there in the corner of that. So we'll try that. And let's see, what did Sean say? 250 and 15. So we are going to do 250, 15. Okay. Now, let's take a look at how. Let me bring you back up here so you can see what I'm doing here. I reversed this so when I get it down and flip it over, it should look the way the ones I've made are. And let's see here. Let's see here. It says it's only going to take 3 minutes to do that size, so let's try that and see what happens. Okay, Sean says might want to peel the paper off for the engraving. So okay, I will do that. I'm thinking that's probably going to be easier said than done. Let's see if I can get it started here. All right, Sean, is there a trick to getting this paper peeled off? Man, how do you even get this stuff started? It's really stuck on here. Trying to get an edge of it flipped up so I can start in a corner. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I think I might be getting in here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there we go. Well, maybe. Okay, and it's okay to leave it on the back, right? Or no? Coming off fairly good here. Ah. Come on, baby. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got it peeled off on the side that we're engraving. Sean says you can't see what I do. Yeah, I know. All right, so let me flip it back over here. We're going to try to do this engraving of a small Popeye in olive oil reversed from the picture. And we're going at 250 and 15. And we'll see how we get along here. Here we go. Okay, it's been running about 1:20. It said 3 minutes, so we'll see what it'll do. I think I didn't get that set back in the right place. It looks like it's really close to the edge there, but that's okay. It'll be good enough to be able to tell if it's working or not. From here, it doesn't look like anything, but I don't know what it's going to look like when I pick it up and peel the other side back. So that might not be the best image either. Maybe I'll pick something different on the next one. Okay, now we will flip this around here. Let's see if I can get this corner. This stuff is a booger to try to get the corner started. You get it started, you're okay, but man, it takes a minute. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I need to clean this with something too, right, Sean? Let's see if you can see. Let's see, I need to try to see if I can put something behind it where you can see it. Of course, you see the reflection of the monitor too. It's not bad. I guess you have to clean it with something. A little alcohol works great for cleaning any residue. I've got some alcohol just inside the house. Let me go grab it real quick. And I will be right back. Okay. So we'll see what happens with this. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, let's see if you can. I'm not sure if you can. There we go. If I hold it over there, maybe it's not in the reflection. Not bad. Not bad. Trying to yeah, that's not really not very deep at all. It's just kind of frosting the acrylic. So let me see since I've let's see if I can do this. I'll try to something just around it here. Let's see, I better come out here. Okay, so we'll make this one 12 and 25. And we'll turn this one back off. And let me frame this to see. All right, looks like I gotta come down about there. Try it again. I hope I don't cut into Popeye. Okay, I think that should cut it out, so we'll try that and see what happens. All right, now that didn't cut out, so I'm not sure what the deal is, why that one didn't. Did I not have those settings right? 12 and 25, that's what I ran that test at. All right, I don't know. Of course, now I've messed up because I moved it. So I don't know why that didn't cut through. It did not, so let me try. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't. Okay, I don't know what it's doing there. I must have something else going on here. Oh, I know what it is. Still coming way out. Okay, so let me get rid of that. I'm going to come back here and turn our other test thing on, 12 and 25. Okay, now let's see what happened, why it's not wanting to cut through when it did cut through so easily a while ago. Is it because I have the paper off on that side? Is that affecting it, Sean? Let me turn it. I'm thinking that's probably what it is. Because I pulled that paper off of that side, I believe. Let's see here. All right, let's try to cut another one. I flipped it over so the paper's on that side because I'm thinking that had something to do with why it wouldn't cut. But we will see. No, still not getting all the way through. I want to watch the meter over there and see how many milliamps it's doing when it's cutting that. Because at 25, well, let's see. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know how that cut through so easily that very first time. Because you cut clean as a whistle that first time, but now, for some reason, it's not wanting to cut through. And the only difference is that there's paper missing off of one side now. So. Don't know whether I can put something on this other side and that'll make it cut or not. Any thoughts on that, Sean? All right, let's try that again. Maybe. It's kind of scoring the backside, but that's it. Apparently, I don't know what it is, but that 25% power worked great that very first time. But it's not cutting. So let's see. All right, we'll see if that works. I bumped up the power just a little bit. See if that does anything. Okay, yeah, Sean. Okay, yeah, Sean says bump it up just a little bit. Okay, well that one obviously cuts, is it? That one fell through. I don't understand why the. I'm not sure I understand why it cut that very first time at 12 and 25, and you think, wow, that's it. And then you go to run something else, and it's not doing it. But this, let me get back over here where you can see. Got that little piece, nice clean edge. I don't know what the deal is. But if it's got to be 12 and 30, then that's what it is, I guess. All right, so when I bought this, this was a 6-pack. These are 12 by 12s. And I've still got a fair, good piece here, plus 5 more. So I should be able to do a little more tinkering here and maybe even get it dialed in a little more. And then probably try to run some kind of project out of this tomorrow or something. So anyhow, let's see. Yeah, we're just about up for an hour here. All right, I got to ask one more time, how has the sound been? Has it been pretty good all night? The chiller, I don't think that compressor shut off since it kicked on. So let me go through some of these. Jerry says the laser used the paper to reflect off, and when the paper was off, it went too far. Yeah, see, I was thinking that because it was clear and I had it paper on the bottom trying to cut through the top, that didn't work. And then when I flipped it over, the paper was on the top, but it was still clear through the bottom. So I don't know if that was messing with the focus a little bit or what. And then once I took some masking tape and put on it, that first time it didn't quite make it, but it did score it on the other side. And then once I bumped the power up to 30, it then went all the way through. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep playing around with that. I guess the smart thing to do is to, anytime you get ready to do a project, if you've got room, find a corner or someplace where it doesn't matter and try to run a test to make sure. But I think those settings that Sean gave me for the engraving worked pretty good. Now that's, like I said, that's a very shallow engraving, and that really wasn't the best image that I was using. So yeah, now I've got a whole nother medium to play around with. Because so far, other than the two different thicknesses of that Pure Bond plywood, and you know, when I first got it, I was doing some stuff out of those little 1/4-inch poplar boards like you get from Lowe's. And that's really all I've played around with. I haven't really scratched the surface with this thing yet, but I wanted to play around with that. Before I sign off here, we might as well. Okay, Dave said, thank you guys. Sound good, okay. Better than, yeah, it sucked. It sucked earlier today. I thought it was good the whole time because everybody kept saying, oh yeah, you sound good. But then when I went to watch it back on YouTube, I'm like, what are they talking about? This sucks. So this is, let me switch cameras and I'll get it over here where we don't see this. This just came yesterday, I think. And as you can see, I haven't even checked this out. And they also come with two pieces ready to go, I guess, here. So before I cut any of these, I will probably make myself a template for this to save. Yeah, looks like that's basically what you get. These things, according to what I read online, is you can use them with, power them with USB, or there we go. Or you can put 3, I guess, AAA batteries. It says 4.5 to 5 volts input voltage. So yeah, so you could do them with battery or run them with the little USB right there. So you get black and a white one, a couple of pieces. And just for giggles, let me see if this is, yeah, it's the same thickness. At least it feels like it. Yeah, this one's about 5 thou thicker, but that's a true 1/8 there. So, all right, I'm pretty happy with those. I forget what these were, about 16, 17, 18 bucks, something like that. So not bad. The acrylic sheets, I think, was I think it was like 38 bucks, tax and everything. for 6 of them. So about $6.50 a piece or so. So not bad if you're, and of course, if you're making these, you could probably get, I'm guessing you could probably get 6 of these out of one of those 12 by 12s. And also, if you check out the link down below for that acrylic stuff, like you can get different sizes. I just picked the 12 by 12. I think that'll. Jerry says, I have a 24 pack of the bases of remotes, got ahead of the car. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I guess we're going to call this one a night. I'll be playing around some more tomorrow. Like I said, I did that little pop-up live stream today. And I might do another one tomorrow just for the heck of it. Because I'm probably going to be out here playing around with something. Probably try to concentrate on Valentine's Day stuff. Since that's the next big holiday coming up. And then we got St. Patrick's Day and stuff right after that. So I'll be looking for some projects for that as well. But anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed me piddling around tonight. Let's see. Yeah, Jerry says, anytime you change variables, you throw off the test. Paper backing. Yep. Yeah, that's why I thought, well, you know, it worked perfect that first time, but the only thing that's different is one side of the paper was peeled off. So I don't know. I'll learn more as I go along. So, and you will too, Jerry. Since you got your new beast in. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. You guys know the drill. If anybody wants to hop in here for the after thing, just send me a Facebook Messenger thing, and I will send you the link to the thing here, and we'll hang out a little bit. And I'll shut that noisy chiller off and go from there. So anyway, thanks everybody. Appreciate you coming by, and we will see y'all next Wednesday. Have a good